the COVID-19 pandemic has just preponed our fourth industrialization, which is digitalization. So, as Shakespeare said, sweet are the uses of adversity. So, even during the times of adversity, we got digitalization as the fourth industrialization. Based on that, my question to everybody, in this very VUCA world, the process of unlearning, relearning, how important is data analytics in today's world? I'll start with you, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, data analytics is a quite generic term which we are saying because it consists a lot of factors to it. It starts with capturing the data, preparation of it, and then utilizing it for the benefit of the business decision making. So it ultimately depends that which phase you want to focus on. There could be tools and technologies which I feel that all those things are catalyst which can help you to reach to the point. This data analytics or business analytics, it is a journey which starts from one place to another. When it comes to business, so it depends on the kind of business which you are dealing with, because every business has different use case, different way of tackling the data, and in fact some cases would be where probably we would not even have thought of so far, or maybe it is still unexplored. The tools and technology or tech stack what we have right now is something is helping us in that direction, where we can explore or we can get the insights out of it. So that is my take.
I think data analytics is very fundamental to any business, and in fact nowadays and the next century going forward, business models cannot be imagined without data, if you ask me. And most new age companies, if you look at or analyze, are completely based on the valuation that they get is completely based on the quantum and the quality of data that they possess. Right. So I think if you look at digitalization, since you talked about it, involves either improvement in customer experience or bringing in efficiencies in operations or launching some new business models. All these three fundamentally, without data you would not be able to do anything, right? So I think it is very, very critical, and it will become more critical going forward.
Yeah, so I think I'll start with that one line which is the buzzword, like data is a new oil. Actually it's a new oil because it's a lubrication for any company, right?
Yes.
So if you want to run fast, you need good lubricant. If you want to do a good sprint, then your engine has to have good engine oil. So any company today wants to run fast. Any company wants to scale faster or reach the ultimate goals, the vision that every company wants to set up. As rightly said by my colleagues, without data it is not possible to scale fast, because the data is enabler, right? It's a tool where you can plan, you can forecast, you can measure the risk, which can come around the decisions that the company is going to take. Basically, everything would be, the entire people and process would get binded with the help of data, right? And company wants to do it because they are very serious on their bottom lines, they are very serious on their top lines, because market is very competitive, each sector is having heavy competition, a lot of innovations are happening. No company, if the innovation doesn't happen or new products are not launched, the life cycle is very less. Take example of Nokia, right? So Nokia is the best example, right? Where they didn't understood, what is the trend. They were poor in that. So that is how it works. A lot of companies, I can tell you, a lot of companies, they are not realizing the importance of the data. Now, early adopters are the survivors. Early adopters are I would say, the king. They can become a king of the jungle, right? So everybody wants to, survival of the fittest in value chain, food chain. Somebody has to be always on the fed. So if in that survival of the fittest whole system. If you don't have that lubrication and power of data, I don't think so. Nobody can. Even today, while selecting this college, you have done some data analysis, right?
Of course.
And that is how it works.
Exactly.
So the decision that you have taken to join this college is with the help of data.
Absolutely.
You might be sitting somewhere in Delhi, but you have not seen the campus.
Yes.
But with the data that you made a decision. So that's how it works. So that is future.
Next question.
So sir, every coin has two sides, both the sides. So I believe this field also has some pros and some cons.
Yes.
So I would like to ask all of you that what are the scope of improvements in this field, and also like how we can improve those scopes, and what are the backdrops and how we can improve it in the next coming 5 years or maybe coming 10 years.
Okay, so this is a very good question actually, and nowadays we are only talking about every good thing, every damn good thing, whatever is associated with the data. There is a lot goes behind it, and that's what we were discussing a few
Yes.
minutes back.
Yes.
When data is getting generated, whether it's through your smartphone, through watch, or through any medium, it's not in standard format, and that is the biggest challenge in today's world. We would want to do data analytics, but where is the good quality data? That's the biggest question. And as I said in the seminar as well, we spend approx 80% time just to make the data into a good quality data, so that we can do analytics on top of it. If you are feeding in poor quality data, your outcome will also be poor. So eventually, that is one biggest challenge what I see. Second, a lot of analytics or analysis behind anything may ruin something. So another good example, data privacy, which we were talking about. That is, another side of the coin, which we need to be very much cautious about how we are dealing with it. And then governments are coming up to make laws, which can protect privacy for every individual. So these are 2-3 things which I think we definitely need to think a lot about going forward. And next 5 to 10 years, I would say, data security, data privacy. I think sir was definitely mentioning about data security. These are the big things which are coming up, and which definitely are going to make big impact.
I talk about 3 things. First is, I think a lot of organizations are doing it for fashion, because it's a fad thing, right? So it's called fashionistas. There is a Gartner term for this. So one is, I think, see, you did not do AI, ML and DL on day one. Very basic analysis just needs mathematics and logic. So any business, I think, should start with that and realize some actual business value, and then graduate to more mature models, etc. So there has to be equal focus on what he also said as data engineering, right? In terms of getting the right data, governance, master data management, getting your transaction systems in place, data warehousing, data lake, building the right data models, and then mature to advanced analytics, etc. So yeah, focus on real business value rather than going after that I'll hire 10 data scientists without even knowing what we'll do with it. So that is the first thing. Second thing which we talked during the conversation also is on the ethical part of whole AI. What data do we acquire from customers, and how do we use it for our business benefit? Is it like with consent of the customer, or we are taking our own discretion to decide what is beneficial for our business without thinking of society at large? So that is obviously a big upcoming field on what should and should not be done on AI. That is the second thing I wanted to talk about. The third thing that I want to talk about is basically how businesses need to focus on also the security aspect of it. Right? So while ethics is one aspect of it, as to having acquired the data, are you using it for the right purpose or not? But you also have a responsibility to protect the data, that even if you've taken with consent, so it is ethical, but even beyond there is a larger responsibility to protect. So yeah, these are the 3 topics I wanted to cover.
Yeah, so I think most of my colleagues have told a lot of lights into this perspective. So definitely the pros are, there are a lot of pros which is written in a lot of articles and people get motivated, but cons are definitely whatever new things happen in this world, it always comes with roses and like cons, right? That's how it works. So another thing that I would like to add, it will also take away a lot of jobs. Okay, that's how the unemployment will work, and that is another threat where a lot of projections are now been given by companies that for certain jobs in the companies we don't want people, right? That machines will do, the robots will do, or the technology will do, and that's how things are happening now, because ultimately any enterprise wants to see that okay, how good in they are on optimizing. It's a continuous process, because operation excellence, that word itself is a very common, I can say, the term which is everywhere used. So there how things will happen. So unemployment, but cons is like this is a con, but pros is that if somebody adopts to it, then I think he can come with flying colors, right? That's how it will work.
Yes.
So that is another threat. However, other things are very well explained by my colleagues.
Thank you, sir. So there's a age-old saying, age has wisdom and youth have opportunity. Today morning you were addressing students who are in the millennial category, probably 96, 97 onwards. They were probably born during the IT revolution in India. So my last request to all of you all would be a message to us millennials. How do we go about it in this world, in this VUCA world? Starting with you, sir.
See, my simple 2 cents would be, excuse me, that whenever you are doing anything, it's not about job, business analytics, anything in your life, just be with or go with open mind.
Right.
If you have right attitude to adapt anything, as sir rightly pointed out, you just need to be open with your mind, that you are open to adapt new thing, new learnings, new technology, then there is no problem at all. So just be with, open attitude, open mindset. That's it.
Okay, so focus on basics. Basics never change.
Correct.
So analytics fundamentally is maths. So learn maths well if you want to get into data. Second, never stop learning, because technology will evolve, use cases will evolve, industries will evolve. So you'll need to learn and relearn. So yeah, I mean, everybody has to be a lifelong learner, I believe. That is the second thing I'll say. And third thing I'll say is focus on what you're doing right now, instead of thinking what more could I do, what next, what will happen, what will not happen. Leave that. Whatever you're doing right now, focus on that and do that well. So if each of us does whatever we are doing right now very well, all of us will succeed.
As far as learning maths is concerned, I think with your answer, the HOD of our aptitude department will be the most happiest. Going with you, sir.
Yeah, so I always tell the people, right, okay, world is full of opportunities, and I personally believe it is a good time economy or bad time economy. That is one aspect, but it is always an opportunity that you need to see. Okay, so you need to develop that perspective and third eye for seeing that an opportunity for the youth. And you are blessed, fortunately, because you are born in an era of technology. We were born in an era where we were not able to even afford the computers.
Absolutely.
Right? So buying a computer at home was like buying a car in today's world.
Yeah,
Like it
we
was
had
like
to
that.
take loans,
We had to
actually.
take loans. So
Yeah.
that is how we were. Now today it is like with few clicks on Amazon, stuff is getting delivered. So you are blessed with the resource. You are blessed with the platforms like this PIBM, with mentoring from the industry. So take the best out of it. Okay, match with your passion first of all, and see that what you can do it in a defined milestone, right? So keep a milestone for yourself. Okay, make yourself a more goal-oriented person. So like in 5 years I want to achieve this, 10 years I want to achieve this. Make a plan, right? Consolidate a data for that.
Right.
Okay. Build a model for that,
Right.
and see that what is the prediction coming out of your effort.
Thank you, sir. With this,
Yeah.
we wrap up this session of the
Thank you
interview.
so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.